lovely people, it's Obaa Yaa. If you're new to my channel, I say welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for tuning back in. In today's video, I want to talk about why your hair tangles up so easily and how to avoid it. So if you are interested in knowing what to do and what not to do, then stay tuned. So now, without any further ado, let's dive right into this video. One of the main reasons why our hair tangles up is because we don't detangle it properly. So that means if your hair is already tangled to begin with, it's easier for your hair to tangle up upon itself. If we're not able to get out all the shed hair, or if we're not able to get out all the knots, everything gets stuck and then it keeps wrapping upon the already existing knots or the already existing shedding, and that creates even bigger tangles. And that process continues until all tangles are taken out properly. We have learned that we are supposed to detangle our hair starting from our ends, working our way to the roots, right? And sometimes some people, when they get here, they're already tired, or I don't know, their patience has run out. So they don't take as much time in the roots as they do on the tips. So they don't really focus on the roots, where in my case, my tangles happen mainly in my roots, or most of my tangles happen in the roots. And that makes sense because my shed hair is trapped there in most cases. So that is where I have the majority of my tangles that I have to now work from the roots all the way out to my hair. And since my hair is long, it takes me a while to get the knots from here all the way down here and get the shed hair out and everything that is causing the knotting. That's something you have to keep in mind when you're tangling your hair. Make sure that you take your time to detangle properly, working your way from your ends to your roots, and then starting from the roots going back down, because once you've detangled your way up, it's easier to come back down. Another reason why we could be experiencing more tangles is because we're using the wrong deep conditioner for our hair type. This all boils down to our hair's porosity. You can imagine it like, I don't know what to use. You know, spikes that stand out like this. It's easier for it to get trapped if it's open, but if the cuticles are laying flat, I mean, it's a flatter surface, it's a smoother surface, so it shouldn't get trapped upon itself as easily compared to cuticles that are open like high porosity hairs. If we're not using the right kinds of deep conditioner for our hair porosity, we might find that the cuticle layers are open and it will cause more tangles because we're not able to get rid of the tangles. The hair will tangle up more easily, and especially when it's dry, it will tangle up more easily, and then it might create bigger knots that are more difficult to get rid of. The longer we go without detangling or washing our hair, the more shed hair will be trapped in our hair, resulting in the hair wrapping up upon itself and creating more tangles. So I'd advise you to not make it a habit to prolong your wash days for too long. We are all human. Something can just happen, something can creep up, and therefore we were not able to wash our hair, but it shouldn't be a reoccurring thing. All I'm saying is that the longer we go without washing our hair, the more shed hair is trapped, the more tangles are created due to the shed hair that are trapped. And since the shed hair is trapped and it's stuck in our hair, the loose hair wraps around it, creating more tangles, creating more knots. And if we're not lucky, some knots we have to cut out, and that can set us back if length is what we're trying to obtain or attain. If you're experiencing product buildup and you're not doing anything about it, it's either because you don't realize that you have product buildup, or you are enjoying your hairstyle so much that you are like, okay, I can still go a week, oh, I can still go a week, oh, I can still go a week. You'll realize that your hair at some point will refuse to cooperate. And the reason why it's much easier for hair that is experiencing buildup to tangle up is because it's lacking moisture. With buildup, your hair cannot absorb moisture. The buildup is blocking your hair from absorbing any moisture. So it doesn't matter how much product you're putting on or how much moisture you're trying to put on the hair, it does not penetrate. And the more product you're piling on, the more you're creating a thicker layer of buildup. So you will find that your hair is not malleable and you're not able to really get through your hair. That is, if you're trying to comb it or do something with it. I know some people believe in conditioner washing and all this kind of stuff, but depending on the kind of product you use, only using conditioner will not get rid of the product. If, for instance, you're using silicones that aren't water soluble, then you are still going to have all that in your hair. And sometimes we really have to give our hair a fresh and clean start by clarifying our hair, because even water, depending on the water we use to wash our hair, we might have mineral buildup as well. So it's not just product buildup, it could also be mineral buildup from the hard water that we use to wash our hair. If I was to go to bed like this, okay, just like this, even if I put my hair in a scarf and my hair is open like this, best believe that my detangling session would move from 4-6 hours to 8 or 10 hours. Best believe that that is what would happen. So if I'm going to bed, I would put my hair up in 4 sections. I'll put my hair up and then I'll put my hair in 4 sections in some kind of a loose bun. And then that is how I would go to bed, and I'll cover my hair with a scarf or a bonnet. Typically I use a bonnet, my trusty bonnet that I've had for so many years, and it's not failed me. Twist it up at night loosely, put it up in pineapple. People like to wear pineapple, that's what they call it. And then wrap a scarf around it or put on your bonnet, and then you're good to go. I don't have a set schedule for trimming my hair. I trim my hair when I feel like my ends need it. I don't trim unnecessarily, but I do believe in trimming hair. Some people don't and some people do. Some people exaggerate with trimming and some people underestimate the importance of trimming. Okay, so you just have to find the middle ground and you have to know your hair. The rule of thumb for trimming hair is the more you wear your hair out, the more you have to trim. It's just the way it is. If you're wearing your hair out, your ends are more exposed. It's been a long time since I've worn my hair in a twist out like this. It's been months. So if you're wearing your hair out more often, it means that you have to trim your hair more often, because your hair and your ends are more exposed to everything, to friction, to the elements, to everything. And it's most likely to tangle up upon itself depending on your hair texture. You might find more single strand knots, you might find your hair splitting, you might find all that horrifying, all those things happening more if you wear your hair out. If you don't, like me, my hair lives mostly in twists. Most of the time, 90% of the time, my hair is in twists. I don't find it necessary to trim my hair often. So I might find that I might trim my hair once in a year, or I might trim my hair twice in a year, or 3 times in a year. It just depends on how I feel like my ends need it. For you, it might differ. If you're wearing your hair out too often or too frequently, you will find that your hair tangles up more because the ends are probably splitting and the splits are getting trapped on each other and it's causing more tangles. And if you are not gentle when combing through it, because it's very difficult to comb through tangly ends, you will find that you're actually creating more harm, more splits. It could break off and the splits could travel up your hair shaft, and that creates even more tangles and breakage and all that. So to avoid that, it is important that you trim your ends. Trim your ends when needed, but not unnecessarily. Okay? If you're wearing your hair out all the time, or most of the time, or often, depending on your hair type, you might find that your hair will tangle up much easily. Some hair types can get away with wearing their hair out more often than other hair types. My hair type, for instance, I can't wear my hair out for too long, okay? I think the most I can go if my hair is like in this kind of twist out is a week. Then I have to put it away. I do the things that work for my hair accordingly. I can enjoy my hair, sometimes wear it out, but if I overdo it, yes, then I will not have hair on my head. So guys, I hope you liked this video and you could pick 1 or 2 things from it. And if you did, don't forget to like, to subscribe, and also to turn on the notification bell so that you are notified when I upload my new video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love you guys. Love you guys so much. See you again in my next video. Stay blessed, stay healthy, and stay safe. It is your girl, Obaa Yaa. Obaa Yaa. Bye.